What happened if I would have kissed you? And she was like, I don't know, I might kiss back.
Oh, he capping!
Let me finish.
What's up, Mafia? It's your girl Samantha.
Fuego Habanero in the building.
And today we are back with another banger.
Okay.
We've seen this on Instagram. So we just said, let's try to make it. And we're gonna be cooking and doing a story time. Because y'all asked for a story time, but we don't want it to be boring, so we said that we're gonna just cook while we do it.
I don't know the name of it. It's not giving me a name of it. Some people is calling it the same sauce. The same old sauce.
Tortillas! And we have ground beef, shredded.
Freeze! How you say freeze? Freeze. Okay.
Shredded cheese. We have flour, and we have a mixing bowl. This is not a mixing bowl, but it's a bowl that we're going to be mixing in. We're gonna season the meat, but it's gonna have taco seasoning. We're gonna do it like basically like we make tacos. We're gonna cut these into squares. And then we're gonna glue them together with using the putting flour in here and then putting water. And then we're gonna use that as paste. And then we're gonna put it in the grease. When we put the meat inside, we're gonna mix the meat and the cheese when it's cooking.
So right now you about to get the beef, the ground beef in the pan, on the stove. We're about to get that popping. Then we're gonna show y'all step by step. You know what I'm saying? We'll show them what you can do. Because we just reading off of Instagram. If you know how to make it, then you know, please tell us.
You're a pro at it. Comment down below. And we're also going to be talking to you guys about how we met and how our parents felt when we was going to move in together, basically.
So without further ado, let's get started.
So what we're going to do first is put the flour inside of the bowl.
I think you say that's the fuck out.
No.
Happy Valentine's Day, y'all.
Oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day. But this is gonna be up after Valentine's Day. We making a mess, but
I think it's like 4 cups. No, it might be 2 cups. And it said do what? Wow, it's not one.
Water. Put water. Put water so it's
It said mix flour and bowl with water to make the paste consistency. Not too watery and not too thick.
Okay, so we're gonna tell y'all what we met, how we met, and stuff. So go ahead and tell the story.
It was a long, long time ago.
It wasn't that long.
Once upon a time. No, it was last year around this time. She started coming in to work at Wendy's. Yeah. At Wendy's. And I think I was about like, what, 17, 18, 17.
He was 18.
Oh,
He trying to play.
Just turned 18. And I ain't really seen her until like what did I say? April? No.
In March.
Yeah, like at the end.
Yeah.
Beginning of April. Yeah.
All right.
But no, though.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
You got it? Is it consistent?
Yeah. Like
It's
so, like
consistent.
basically like this.
Not too thick, not too.
Watery.
Not too. Well, I would like try to play with her once I've seen her once in a while. I ain't trying to see too thirsty, but you know. But still, we was talking and stuff. I mean, I would play it off and be like, you know, you're supposed to say add pickle to like a meal or something.
Yeah, he'll keep irritating me. He was irritating me. He kept saying, like when I'll be talking to a customer, they'll say that they don't want onions. So I put no onions. Here he go.
Excuse me, sir. You said you ain't want no onions.
Yeah.
That's what it says. No onions. No onions.
Yeah, that was my you know what I'm saying, my little move back in the day. I guess. I don't know. I ain't really get to talk to people.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
We really ain't noticed each other for real, for real. It was just like we work together type of thing. Yeah. And then like we started getting serious and start actually noticing each other around April still. Maybe like we had to work together one night. Normally I'll come in and we only have 30 minutes working and then he'll leave. We never actually really worked together like the whole day. So this particular time we had to work together and we actually had to close together. So closing was like around 12 or something. We had to mop and everything. So the manager was like, you gotta help her deck. And then we was mopping and mopping and mopping and mopping and
Ma, don't stop. Ma.
and we was talking. He was talking about relationships and stuff. Asked me how my relationships is going and stuff like that. And then like when we was talking or whatever, I ended up spilling the mop bucket.
After I told her, do not spill this.
No, he said that the second
mop
time.
bucket. Yeah.
He said
I said that like general, like make sure you don't spill the mop. Make sure you don't spill the mop. Like.
And then I spilled it. And then we had stayed and we had to clean up. And I think I told him like Androids are better. I mean, iPhones are better than Androids, something like that. He like, no, I'm like, Androids. I think I said Androids. You can't see if somebody read your message. He's like, yes, you can. I was like, let me show you. And I gave him my number. That was my way. I knew what I was doing. No, let me stop. But I gave him my number, and then I think we was texting when we left. I ended up spilling the mop bucket 3 times. 3 times, yeah. That same night. So like, yeah.
Once we went home, once her mom came and picked her up, she called me that same night.
I don't think I called you.
Yeah, she called me that same night, talking about, I think you said if I didn't call you, after, no, you said call me later.
I said text me.
Oh, then she ended up calling me. What?
What?
Cause he like, boy.
Man, I was cool with texting, but she blew me when she said call.
He was happy when I called. You capped it. You was like, Sam's coming. You know.
I was like,
No, you wasn't, boy.
no, I wasn't though. It was just surprising because she asked me to. No, we was on the phone for the rest of the night until she hung up the phone, Then after she said she wanted to be on the phone all night. I was like,
Yeah, I told him I want to fall asleep on the phone.
yeah, but she hung up the phone. Then that next day,
You know you capping. The phone kept hanging up. I did not hang up the phone. The phone kept. All right. Anyway.
yeah, it was her, but you know, she hung up the phone. And that next day, you was I guess we was talking. It was a Saturday, and we started talking for real. We was talking about old stuff, you know, like old shows. And we had like this thing where every time I called her, it'd be like, "Welcome to the Good Burger, home of the Good Burger." And she
Can I
finished
take
off.
your order?
Right, on some, you know what I'm saying, just some corny stuff, you know. And ever since then, we started talking a little bit more.
We went on a date at the mall, and then
It started off when we was getting off at work.
yeah.
Getting off at work.
I think I asked him on the date, or he asked me. I think I asked him though, and he was like, you know I did. He was like, when do you want to go on a date? And then I told him.
It really wasn't a date at the time.
Yeah, it wasn't
We just going to the mall.
Yeah.
North.
No, we say like
Homestead?
yeah, North Homestead Mall. Like we saying it like back then around get the pen around that time, it was a date. But back now that we look at it, it wasn't a date. No, bring it here. We gonna season and stuff like that. And then on our date,
Give me that pen.
he was pushing it.
No, it wasn't. It was a regular old date. On our first date. That was the first time I had matted, like a manna, the feet thing.
Oh, a manicure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went on our first date. We went the first time we went to the mall, we had got a manicure. I got a pedicure, and I got my nails done and stuff.
She was sleeping with your grandma, right?
Yeah, I was living with my grandma,
and she wanted food there, and I paid for it like a real gentleman and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
You know, I was doing gentlemanly things, you know, at the time. But,
Until it came to the end of the day.
okay, first off, I just wanted to defend myself before she tried to do anything.
No,
do anything.
when it came.
No, denied. Look, so before we started like to go on the mall date, I was like, "What happened if I would have kissed you?" And she was like, "I don't know, I might kiss back."
Oh, he capping. Oh, you capping. He said.
Oh my God.
He said what he said. This is his words. What do you think will happen if somebody kissed their significant other, but they haven't been dating for a long time?
Obviously, I was talking about us. I was like, "What happened if I would have kissed you?" You know what I'm saying? In that situation, she talking about, "Oh, I might kiss back or whatever." So at that time, if you didn't know, she was dating somebody.
And he was too. Okay? But what he told me was, he never asked me, was I dating anybody? I asked him. He said he haven't had a girlfriend in 4 years.
So wait. You know what I'm saying? And when it came to the end of the mall trip and stuff, I thought
Let me
had a
say
good
something.
time and stuff, so.
Wait. Okay. For all my girls out there, y'all will understand and y'all will know. When you're in a relationship and you know that you don't want to be in a relationship anymore and it's towards the end and y'all like arguing more than y'all normally do, y'all not getting along, none of that, you know it's the end of the relationship. You just are scared to admit it to yourself. That's what that was. I wasn't in a relationship. But I didn't tell, in my head I told myself I don't want to be with that person no more. But I didn't verbally tell him. So therefore, since I didn't verbally say it to him, I wasn't about to go and jump into another relationship.
So during the end of the mall trip, I thought we had a good time and stuff.
We did.
And I tried to, give her a kiss, just for good night's sake. And she backed away. And I looked like a fool.
I only backed away because I didn't verbally tell the other person that we was over with. So I didn't want to jump into another relationship or do anything with him, kiss him or anything, because I didn't verbally tell that other person. if you understand.
So she let me on for no reason. And
How lead you on over
after
here?
that small incident, we stopped talking. But she got mad at me. She was mad at me because I tried to kiss her and she had a boyfriend, but she didn't tell me, so she was mad at herself overall. But you know, I was just doing me.
Yeah, we stopped talking for like a good month, almost 2. Yeah, that's a long time. But when we got, I forgot how. Oh, we got back talking because he came to me. He apologized for trying to do that. We was just became like best friends then, and then from there we start like after we stopped talking for that 2 months, and then he came back and he apologized. Then we end up becoming something like best friends, but then it ended up turning into more than best friends.
We was just talking after the incident at the mall. We started talking. Then later on, I think it was probably back in March. Where I was not March, May. I was graduating, so I used to leave school early. So I just like at the end of what 2 classes, maybe I'll just leave. And I was talking to her about like when you want me, like not like when you want me, but like when you trying to hang or something, you know what I'm saying? Just for like, you know what I'm saying? Just to hang. But no, we would just hang out at the
He would like come up to the Wendy's on my breaks, and yeah, he just always pop up. He bought me gifts and stuff, and then it's like our bond was so similar to like no our
chemistry.
No, personalities were so similar. Like
she did things I used to do when I was little. I did things that she just did when she was little. You know what I'm saying? Just basic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just things that other people wouldn't understand, but yourself would understand. You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying? Just y'all bond. So yeah, you got cut onions and bell peppers.
Yeah.
We used 2.5 onions and 1/2 bell pepper. So we cutting that up now.
Yeah, we're trying to entertain you guys so it won't be boring. So we're trying to do 2 things at once. But
after we started like making it a thing, like having the title and stuff, first thing I'd say we did for was
went to Cedar Point.
Yeah, went to Cedar Point.
That was our first real date. Like our first real date. And then after that, we could already tell each other, like we knew each other so quick with just like the back of our hand. So we
yeah, I gave her hip to some new words, she gave me hip to some new words, and we just start like eating off each other, just like like she said, then I do, then I do, she said stuff.
Yep, we were so we were so the same. And so we, after Cedar Point, we decided that we wanted to move in together. I was turning 18, he was already 18 and he graduated. So it was like I want to move out, you want to move out, we're together.
I was ready for anything for so I was just like open to new things, you know what I'm saying? Just open to new experiences, you know, see what's happening if I do this and that. And moving in, that was like one of that was one of the experience that, yeah, that's like one of the best experiences you can never feel, because like you got your own money and you're able to like move away from, not away, but like you can settle your own things and have your own thing, you know what I'm saying? Have your own little space. Because at the time, I was sharing my room with my brother, you know, all love, but you know, I still need my space, you know what I'm saying? So I was ready to get up out of there. It took like, what, 2 months?
Yep,
to save
we
up
saved
our money.
up in 2 months. We started in June, And we started in June.
In like late June, like
Yeah.
at the end.
And then we end
at
up.
the end, and beginning of June was like. Yeah.
And then we end up getting it at the end of August.
And moved in August 30th, 31st.
Yep. And then we saved up like $1,000 and something within 2 months. He was working 2 jobs. I was working 1. But I was working as if I had 2 jobs at that one job.
Yeah.
So it was basically like we both was working 2 jobs. Because I will only have, out every week I was working there, I only have 1 off day. And then he wouldn't have off days. On the off day that he worked at one job, he had to go in at the other job. So we was really, really like getting our money for real. And that's how we saved up.
You know, it's not that hard to save money, you know. It's just like you don't have to find, but like if you're really determined to do something, you just gotta really put your mind into it.
Mm-hmm.
You really do it. Because me and her, cause we was fast. Like I'm not like no rushing, but like we was just fast. Like we just ate off each other so quick. It was just like I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. And it was just, you know what I'm saying, just build off of that. And once that happened, it was just like, you know what I'm saying, the rest was in God's hands. You know what I'm saying? We just there for the ride. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, we will split our checks in half, and then put it in the jar. We have bought a jar, and then every time we get paid, we'll go to the ATM. We'll split it in half, take that half, put it in a jar, leave the rest on the card, and then it went from there.
yeah. It's not that hard to find somebody to be like don't try too hard to find anybody. Like that's really like the thing in life. Like if you really want to find somebody, just low key, because at the time I was just worried about myself, you know what I'm saying, make sure I was doing what I needed to do.
Yeah, cause
He didn't even like the girl he was with.
I was just
there. Okay, so we're putting it in the pan. Don't mind our pans, but we're gonna turn it on. We got it on, like, we're gonna turn it down a little bit.
like medium, like 7.
Yeah, right there. Flowers. So we're gonna season it. We got some seasoning salt. It's halfway done. Well, mostly done. So we're just gonna start seasoning now.
And got for curry.
We got some garlic powder. Some onion powder. The perfect seasoning.
Some goyu. If you replace the words to spell yoga.
Got some Saison Goya. You don't really need too much of this. I wouldn't use the whole thing, like the whole pack, because we have taco seasoning that we still have to use. Oh, and pepper.
This is our personal seasoning. Like this
Yeah.
is what we just use for our seasoning. So,
Yeah, you can use your own stuff.
yeah, we just, you know what I'm saying? This is
This is what we use. Oops. And then when you see that it's getting a little done, I'm gonna turn the fire down a little bit. Like, cause it's done, but now we have to add the onions and the. It smells good. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn it back down I turned it up a little bit, but I'm gonna turn it back down. And then we're gonna put our taco. We have 2 different brands of taco seasoning. So whichever one you prefer is what you prefer, but we eat both of these kind. So we so happen to have one. Have like your meat like saucy, we're gonna put water. We're not pros, you guys. We're not saying we pros, but
we just see something on Instagram. But she seen something on Instagram and showed me, and she was like, "You can make that."
maybe some videos burn the house down.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
We gotta fold this tortilla thing in half.
No, they cut it.
No, they fold it.
They cut it.
It said fold
They
it.
said cut.
You fold it, y'all.
We cut it.
So you cut it. Yeah.
You what?
You need a knife.
You what?
You need a knife.
Cut it. Exactly.
I said knife.
It's flour. It's okay. Don't cut the table though. Okay, so after that, what they say?
After you cut it, you're supposed to fold it into.
Fold it in half.
You're supposed to make a triangle type figure.
Like this. And then.
But it gotta be like a way you fold it.
We put the meat inside.
Like a cup, yeah. It's supposed to be like a cup. That's what it said. So the meat could be in there.
So what we're gonna do is the paste on it like this, right? No. Like this. Oops.
So the way I folded it, it was like just like I don't know how to show you. So I folded it in like this, like that, and just close it.
Why you ain't tell me that?
I thought you knew.
That's gonna have to do. Ooh, bars. Okay, then do your paste.
You know it's not glue, bro.
Read it. I know it's not glue.
I know. I'm just saying, like it's not gonna stick for real. Cut the corner.
What?
So we not have corners.
Really, nigga?
It's like, yeah, you got it though.
That's not funny. Okay, what I do now? Okay. Back to what we was talking about how our parents felt about us moving. My mom, she was like she was upset that I was moving. You know, moms be wanting their daughter to stay with them, but she was just upset, and she didn't want me to move because she felt I was too young at the time. And basically, when I actually moved, she was just happy. When I when she seen how good I was doing and stuff, she was happy. She really didn't feel some type of way. I mean, it wasn't much she could do because I was 18. Well, I was 17, but I was turning 18 in a week, so it wasn't really much she could do about me moving out.
Yeah, my dad was cool about it. He was just like, all right, cool, just, you know what I'm saying, let me know once you leave, you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't too much of a big deal. It was just, you know what I'm saying, once you're 18, you go ahead like and chill, you know what I'm saying, like you do what you can do, you know what I'm saying, just don't be a fool, you know what I'm saying, don't get like different, man.
Right. That's just basically how that was. But our relationship has grown since we moved in together. It's not really. It be times where we argue, but like as far as the other stuff, it don't really be all that. This is how it's supposed to look.
Then you're supposed to put all this in the flour too, though, like.
Like this is fun and all, but I don't like this flour stuff.
Oh, you wrapping yours up twice?
How was I supposed to? No, I didn't do it like that.
What you mean?
I didn't do it like that.
That's how it's coming out to me.
I did it like this.
Boy, if you don't get
That's what I just did.
Okay, so I'm about to get the meat, and then we're gonna go from there.
Ouch.
Sorry. Okay, guys, so we have our meat. You're not gonna be able to see it, but it looks so good.
I know you fucking lying.
You fried.
All right, no, but now we put the meat inside. Not too much though. We're not gonna put too much. So this is how much I put. That much. And then we're gonna seal it with some. You spilled it too.
I don't know.
This is how I did it. Sealed it. Yo, I'm trying to start cooking and stuff, cause I really don't like to, but for him I would. I just don't like cooking. But I made steak and potatoes, and he said it was good. He probably was lying to me, but
She always think I'm lying because she cooked and like she think I'm not giving her my honest opinion about him.
cause he be like, it's good. It's really good. Why is you using?
It's a fork right there.
I don't want the fork. I got the spoon for me. You told me to get the fork for you.
No, I said get. All right, whatever.
Yeah, you know.
There you go.
You doing pretty good. Okay.
Probably gonna be. I don't know if I'm doing it right.
You are.
Probably not.
Y'all, well, if we have meat left over, we just eat it for tacos or something.
I feel like I'm in arson right.
Right, I just said that.
It feel like, you know how like sometimes you go and make like, let's say like you making Rice Krispie treats with your fam. That's what it feel like I'm doing right now. It's something new.
Yeah. I think we'll have meat left over. Oh, you still got all of those. I don't think we're gonna have no meat left over.
No, we don't have it left over.
I got one more.
Let me try putting it on top first, then put the meat in it. Or no, that's fine.
Try it.
you take your little spoon over there.
What makes it hard is when you put the meat in and the sauce from the meat get on the tortilla, then it's hard because when you put the paste down, the grease overpowers the paste. The flour, I meant. Whatever it is.
I think, is yours coming out the bottom?
No, yours is? I just need help with this one. Y'all, the meat is so good. It's so good. Really, really good, y'all. Y'all should try some. Y'all want some? Y'all, this is actually really fun. Because we never be in the kitchen doing this.
Ever.
Yeah, never.
Ever.
It's either he cooking and I'm in a room, or I'm cooking and he in a room.
Never, ever. Never, ever.
Never, ever, never, ever. This is the most perfect one I did so far.
I feel like it should be like a trick or something, because like I want you to fold it, but you still gotta put this in the pan, so it's probably gonna open up.
But you dipping it in this.
Yeah, but what happened you get inside though? Yeah, what?
I wonder how many people. They said this is a thing, so what I'm doing is this. I'm like pushing the meat down, and then I fold it.
That's weird.
I heard you.
Now it's time to dip.
Dip, dip, don't stop. Dip, dip, but don't stop. Don't yell at me. And that's period. Flour and water again. Because these taking all of it up. These taking all of it, baby.
Yeah.
That's not funny because
They open.
yeah. Yeah.
Open.
I don't know. I was just gonna put that there. Okay, y'all. So now we're just putting it in there. And sorry about this. Let's just. We actually burned the grease a little bit because we didn't know if it was ready or not.
Damn, for about 10 to 40 minutes.
What?
I think so. I don't know. It's
I
that.
guess until it get golden. So we're done.
This is the outcome of everything.
Yes, yes, yay. He said that he thought they were done, so they're done. Okay, so we're gonna try it. I want this one. All right, come on, you ready? 1, 2. This is really good. Like it?
Oh, it's good.
This is really good. The outside is really good. And then the meat. Woo! No, just kidding, but it's really, really good.
It's like a Jamaican patty.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of that.
I like the way the tortilla turned out. for the inside. It's really good. He said he'll give it a 6 out of 5. I'll give it a 10. It's really good.
It's so good.
Okay guys, this is the end of the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, comment down below any videos that you guys want us to do, and we'll do them. If you guys wanted a story time, we did a story time while cooking to give you guys more entertainment. We knew that it would be boring if we just did it, just sat down and started talking to you guys. So we said, let's just cook while we do it. So hope you guys really enjoyed it. Until next time, work.